Today, Precarious plays
Fire Emblem!
Why, Hector? Why are you so slow? You know what? It doesn't matter. He needs to be running around back here anyways because the lords need the attention.
I wonder if we missed the boots.
The boots?
The boots. You can get a sick nasty pair of kicks, and whenever you apply them to someone, they get a permanent +1 to movement range.
Cool. That would have been nice for... Well, at this point, that's one thing. We did a pretty good job of getting everyone leveled like they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's just a big pile of badasses.
Yeah. Except Geitz. Fuck that guy.
He can guard the tent from the nothing.
God, Geitz. He's like an off-brand Will.
Oh, don't say that. His hair is so better.
No, Will is over at the tent right now, like just on the far side of the screen out of view.
Mm-hmm.
And Geitz is gonna show up and be like, "Hey guys, what are my duties?" And Will is gonna be standing firm next to the tent, and he's just gonna be like, "It's taken care of." You go over there and you sit on the log pile.
Oh.
Because that's what Dorcas has been doing, just splitting wood.
Splitting wood the whole time.
Which, I mean, that's cool. That's still,
it's
somebody's got to
important.
do it.
Yeah.
I like to, mentally, I like to give everyone roles outside of combat.
Yeah, because it would be really a shame to have them not contribute after being so loyal as to show up and decide to follow you random-ass people. Yay!
That was a pretty great level up.
And now she's gonna kill him. Oh. Save some for the rest of thems.
Impossible. Wow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Ballista could shoot that far. That was crazy.
That's why I keep freaking checking over there. Like, I touch that ballista like twice a turn because I'm like, are we sure that it can't get me?
I wish that Florina had the Delphi shield.
Yeah, if she did. If there weren't that ballista over there, I would have her, like, slashing through pirates.
Mm-hmm. Does she have a sword now? Does she have an iron sword?
No, I haven't bought it yet.
Okay.
But we had to count monies, remember? Got an Orion's bolt. Do I even need that anymore?
No, we only have the one archer / nomad that we're using.
We'll just pin it to Will and he can play soldier.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
He's not level 10 yet, so even if we gave it to him, he wouldn't know
be able to do
wouldn't know what to do with it. He hasn't done whatever ambiguous. Like I like to imagine continuing what I was talking about from the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
I have to imagine that the reason why Florina is suddenly able to use swords whenever she gets to level 20 is because in between maps she has been like out in a field somewhere chopping at the air with a sword for, since the start of the game.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, that's
what it's gotta be, right?
That's what the class change items are representative of. They represent labor, right?
Well...
Or are they just fucking magic? The game...
Or like a really important wrestling match, or like an important performance in this book that you haven't read that I need you to read.
What bothers me about it, it's the same thing that bothers me with the sudden transformation in most games.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you change class or you get a thing. There were a few games in my childhood that spoiled me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, I'm thinking about The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and I'm thinking about Legend of Legaia, which is a very peculiar role-playing game that draws a lot of inspiration from fighting games. But the cool thing about that is whenever your characters, whenever they get new armor, it actually shows up on their models in game. Like in battle, right?
Right.
Like their clothes change. And I think that the only reason why that was possible, the only reason why it was feasible, is because your characters do not change armor that often. And I think it was just one piece, right? It was just the Grand Line. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go there. Hi-oh, hi-oh.
Don't make me dance. Don't do it.
To the hi-oh, hi-oh?
Sure. See, even Ninian is straying now.
Wait, can you check Ninian's stats for me, please? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So sometimes in some Fire Emblem games, every character has strength and magic. In this one, whether or not you have strength or magic, it is determined by your class. I thought that second number, which was a 0, was Ninian's magic stat. And I was befuddled by how she had 2 strength and 0 magic. But that's not what was happening at all.
No.
I was just thinking, there's no way that the mysterious magic dancer girl has more strength than she has magic in her body.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Well, and there we go.
Sorry, Lynn. It was just a bad time all around.
Okay.
See, right now, like, the only characters that are still vulnerable at this point to the majority of threats, like, right up until we run into a mage, it's basically just... Florina could still be... Oh, is it time?
It's time.
Hold on, let me do a quick math. Okay, yeah, we've got time. So he's already at 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it.
Lightnings.
So I think that because...
Pelaman.
Who got to attack with their animations before? I think it was Sane.
I think so. I can use axes now.
Hold on, go to the options menu. Let me see this for a minute.
Okay.
Because this is something that we should probably have already changed, because Dart needs his animations for it. But I'm going to turn Hector's off because he's so mighty. Rebecca, she can keep hers for a while still.
I want Florina's animations.
Okay, and then Ken.
Yes.
Because now that he's changed class, we haven't seen the sick, sweet paladin motions yet.
At least not so many of them.
Because his movement range has expanded, he can with Ninian's help, he can probably rush to the front line. Oh wait, no, I forgot, it takes up your turn. Damn it.
Yeah, I would really rather get the rest of these guys, because Lucius needs to be level 19, and he's not. Raven needs to be level 20, and he's not. And they both have their things, so I want to work on them now that the lords are, you know,
I gotcha.
gravy.
Well, Raven can probably kill the archer, and then... Is there anybody else beyond... And by archer, I mean nomad.
Yeah, well, they keep showing up.
So, what I would recommend, just... Overall, if you don't have a plan in mind, Raven can probably kill that nomad. Lucius should be able to kill that wyvern rider. But doing that probably depends on the ability of Florina and Ninian to conspire together to kill the wyvern rider out in the middle of the water.
That one.
Yeah, if he can move far enough to harass Lucius. How far can he move, the wyvern rider? To the right. Yeah, because if Lucius went over there to kill that one,
yeah,
it would probably be able to fuck him up pretty badly. Because that's what I was going to say before. Well, whatever plan you had in mind, my recommendation, as always, is to kill all of the flyers, because they tend to just sneak around and, you know, stab Nino in the face.
Yeah, let me make sure nobody...
Like they do.
Yeah, nobody else can really get to him, so, I mean, Lucius
about
would
the-
only have to take one hit.
What about
assuming-
that, the ballista?
This one? Oh, no. The secret.
God damn it.
God fucking son of a bitch.
Okay, then my recommendation is a tactical retreat.
Yeah, I'll just pull the lords back and then everybody will come fight me. Oh, don't we have to check something about the Colosseum anyway?
We can get a little bit of gold there to ensure that we're not flat broke after buying the Sword Reaver for Dart. Because Dart, unlike a lot of these characters, Dart is the only, I think, non-bow wielder, non-bow, non-magic
Do I need
wielder.
to move a character onto the Colosseum or no?
No,
Okay.
not right now.
What do we have to figure out about the Colosseum? Nothing right now?
Nothing right now because it's the complicated process of having Ninian, and she should use a vulnerary if you don't want to risk having Priscilla be over there near like the Nomad and the Wyvern Rider. Because it's hard to gauge how far he can actually move, because whenever they move back, he'll be able to move
Yeah.
further. Anyway, oh wait, I'm sorry, Priscilla has Psychic. She's fine. Just as long as Priscilla heals Lynn with Psychic.
Okay.
Oh. Or murder.
Definitely murders.
So, everybody that changes class, don't forget about the Ballista and the other Wyvern Rider.
What do I have to remember about them? They could come and get me.
Do you have a plan to rescue Lucius or destroy all of them? I think at this point it's probably safest if you just pull Lucius back behind your lords, and that Wyvern Rider will kill himself on one of your units.
Yeah. What if I let one of the Wyvern Riders just kill himself on Lucius?
Because Lucius is still really physically weak. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I keep... Whenever I'm talking about units that are still vulnerable, Lucius is one of them. If you check his defense score and his HP, they're both poopy garbage.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pull him back.
Lucius is still really weak to physical attacks. He's the inverse. He's the absolute inverse of the overwhelming majority of your units. Because you just saw a couple of minutes ago, Elliewood, he got shot in the face by a Nomad's arrow, and it did 0 damage. Even Rebecca can probably take a hit, right?
Yeah.
But some of your units are still...
Really, Dart?
That wasn't great. Some of your units are still very weak to magic attacks, but it just doesn't matter because there are so few enemy mages.
Into the water.
Horse is splashing around.
Yes, it's exactly what I was thinking about.
What?
I got distracted and I didn't heal Lynn.
Yes, you did. You have Psychic.
Oh yeah.
I would move her back a couple just because then maybe Ninian could dance for her.
Dance for who?
Priscilla.
Why?
So she could heal someone else.
Who?
Florina.
Okay, looks like Florina.
Anybody. See, she can go one further back, actually.
But then she wouldn't be next to Florina, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're not friends. They hate one another. It's very catty. I don't know if you've seen, but it's the subtext. It's there. Now, all of that may have been for naught, because maybe Ninian can't move that far anyway. Okay, no, she can't.
There. Healthy horses. Healthy winged hat-wearing horses.
I think that... what should the cutoff point be for Priscilla? Like, at what point do we just say, okay, you've suffered enough just being a healer, now you can be a Valkyrie and have a magic tome?
as soon as Lucius levels. As soon as he changes class, I think.
I was thinking that we could wait until everyone else had changed class, except for the lords, and then she could join them.
I mean, that should happen this map. Because we have all the stuff to do it.
Poppycock, there's no way that everybody except for the lords and Priscilla will have changed class. That's, like, crazy. We're not that close to the end of the game yet.
There's a secret person here. It's going to give me something. It's a staff. Sonia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a staff for Sonia.
Is it silence? It is silence.
Yes.
Okay. You know, there is, I know before, whenever we were discussing it, I was telling you, I had told you that after a certain point we could probably technically abandon Priscilla, like we wouldn't have to bring her anymore because we would have Lucius.
But Priscilla is really good at staffs.
Yes, she has, her staff level is probably, for the rest of the game, going to be higher than...
Look at how healthy Dart is. He's got like a second bar.
Yep. By the end of the game, he's probably going to wind up with that second bar almost being all the way to the right.
I'm
just like the first bar.
disappointed right now.
What? Heckin'? You're heckin' disappointed?
Yeah, Doge on the interwebs has affected my speech, and so sometimes when I'm doing a talk, I say heckin'.
Are you heckin' disappointed at that freck? What is so...
Look, like...
What is so disappoint?
This one does not get any actions. Like, he can't get that guy.
Not even with the help of Ninian?
No, because he's out at sea, this one.
Oh.
He can't get that guy, and this thing is going to fly into one of these things. And not even Lucius. Lucius might be able to get it with Ninian, but Ninian...
He would be able to go one more square, yeah.
But that might be enough.
You know, it is.
It is.
Yeah, because I think you might have to move Kent. Or, sorry, Sane. You might have to move Sane. Or you could just have Sane do it, and then he could be...
That's right!
20.
Yes! 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 With the javelin, he's gonna make it, right? Yeah.
We'll see if he earns it.
We'll see. He could go do it. Do go. Yes! He did it! He leveled up! He leveled up, Fancy Dancer!
And tomorrow, he'll change class.